I really wish that people could see how systems like this and our criminal justice system as a whole, but probation and parole continues to disempower and punish people of color and minorities and people in poverty, because it turns into this thing where being on probation can cost money. It can be bus fare, it can be taxis, it's things like this that you have to take care of, and if you can't take care of it, you're going to get punished again because you didn't have enough money for your bus fare that day and didn't make it to your appointment. So I would like people to be able to see the bigger picture of how this cycle really works and can more than help people become productive citizens in our society, can instead entrap them in this cycle of being on probation and parole and not getting the stuff figured out and going back to prison and accumulating more debt for fines or missing appointments or things like this, and then we expect them to pull themselves up by the bootstraps and continue moving forward, and but we're continually like putting them down and pushing them further down. So I wish that we could have more people see this bigger systems picture of how this is really working for us. So one of my personal experiences was really eye-opening for me when I was in graduate school. I got a parking ticket, and instead of just like the regular parking ticket where you pay it and don't talk to anybody, I had to show up at court. And I went to court, and this is in Montana in a very white community, and I was the only white person in the entire room, and everyone else there was a person of color, and they were all there for financial issues. Like, they didn't have insurance on their car because they couldn't afford insurance on their car. They didn't get their license renewed in time. They couldn't afford to get their license renewed in time. Driving without a license, things like this, that it can start as a ticket and a fine, but then if you can't pay that fine, it builds up, and eventually it can be jail and prison in order to work off those fines and those type of situations. So I think that's one of the ways that I've seen this cycle specifically target people of color and people in poverty.